That game was wild. But boy, I wish we would have had this victory. Because this would have been some comeback from the Miami Heat. And it was that good of a comeback. Problem is, the offense was dead asleep in the fourth quarter. And you allowed Philadelphia to get back up. Just absolutely frustrating to have that happen. It's a huge game. Huge game. And we lose 109 to 105. Now, I will say this. It could have been a lot worse. So much worse than it looked. Anyway. Philadelphia first because they are the road team. Baden with 0 points with 4 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals in the block. We finally got to meet again Joel Embiid with his new hair. Looks pretty cool. He gets 29 points of one of his returns with three 3-pointers. 11 for 25 field goals, 4 for 5 in free throws with 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal in the block. Kyle Lowry with 8 points with 2 3-pointers, 1 more in the paint. 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Tyrese Maxey. The Heat could have drafted him years ago, but they chose to get Precious Achiuwa. Really good draft pick for you to pass on Maxey. Because Maxey scored 37 points with 5 3-pointers, 15 for 26 in field goals, 2 for 2 in free throws, with 9 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block, and 11 rebounds. Or 11 assists, to say the least. But each time, it seems like they do the fadeaway and they make it instantly. Kelly Oubre, 18 points, 2 3-pointers, 8 for 14 field goals. Yes, including that hook dunk. That was awesome. 8 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Miami Heat, Duncan Robinson with 2 points. That's it. I thought his offense was kind of stale. Then again, he is still coming off an injury. 1 assist, 2 steals. That's it. Jovic with 11 points with 1 3-pointer. 4 for 9 in field goals. 2 for 2 in free throws. 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Jimmy Butler tried his best with 20 points. With 1 3-pointer for 7 for 17 in field goals. 5 for 5 free throws. 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Bam Adebayo with a double-double tonight with 14 points. He does get a 3-pointer. That happened in the third quarter. 6 for 15 in field goals, plus the N1. 11 rebounds, 3 assists on the block. Scary Terry, 22 points. 6 for 13 in 3-pointers. He was a monster. Still playing hard basketball. He was one of the reasons why the comeback was happening. 7 for 20 in field goals, 2 for 2 free throws with 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. And we hope Terry Rozier is okay because he got hurt towards the end of the game. His knee. I hope it's nothing serious. I hope it's nothing serious. But you got to give it to the bench. The bench played terrific, especially Kevin Love. Kevin Love did everything he possibly can to keep the Heat within. With 11 points he scored, with 1 3-pointer, 5 for 10 in field goals. But his rebounding is off the charts. 16 rebounds for Kevin Love. That's clearly a double-double. 4 assists. He is rebounding in the big scenarios where the Heat needed it most. And Haywood Highsmith, I thought, played terrific. With 12 points, 2 3-pointers, 5 for 7 in field goals, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, and a block. Caleb Martin was all right. And Jaime Jaquez with 6 points. 4 rebounds, 4 assists. They said he got 1 steal, but he clearly got more steals. I think he got more steals than that. Highsmith definitely got steals too, but I thought Jaime Jaquez got more than 1 steal. But he does get 2 blocks. So for the first quarter, it started off with a 17-2 run for Philadelphia. Of course, it got Maxey and Embiid making some shots in. Oubre. The Heat's trying to make some shots in. But Philadelphia ultimately ahead. And really, the big scores is Embiid and Maxey. The first quarter score wound up being 39-29. Because, Jaime Jaquez and Caleb Martin, everyone, at the Heat side was making some comebacks in. But it was a bad start for the Miami Heat. Just ugly. Second quarter comes in. Philadelphia's still up ahead. But the Heat, they're making their run. They start off making that run when it was 41, what is it? 41-32. Then the Heat goes on a run with Haywood Highsmith, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Love, to get back down within 2. So it was pretty good. But Kelly Oubre makes a shot, Haywood Highsmith with a 2-point shot, and then Highsmith with this dunk to tie the game up. And then Caleb Martin with the pull-up 3-pointer to take the lead for the first time tonight to make it 46-43 Miami. Awesome stuff. And then Philadelphia takes the lead right back. And then Philadelphia goes on a run again. So we're back to square one. 63-47 to this point with Embiid and Maxey. Bam with the and one opportunity that gets all 3 points. Rozier, 2-point shot is Haywood Highsmith. Then Embiid gets the basketball stolen by Rozier, and Rozier shoots a 3-pointer and count it. Buzz beater halftime score, 63-55. It could have been a lot worse, but Rozier makes that incredible buzz beater 3-pointer to keep the game within. Third quarter comes along. Jovic with the dunk. The Heat struggling to get something in, and Kyle Lowry is making points, and just go figure when we trade him away. Shots made by Duncan Robinson, Embiid, Bam Adebayo. Bam with another shot in, Jovic. Now we're down by 5. Embiid makes a 3-pointer, go figure, right? Then the Heat finally gets on a run. You got Rozier and Bam Adebayo makes some dunk, and then yes, I know there's that dunk made by Oubre. I know that was fantastic. Basically, he drives in. And he does that little quick hook to the basket. Fine, I'll give it props for that. So Philadelphia is still ahead by a good margin. They're up by, I want to say 9, 87-78. Then the Heat goes on a run, starts off with the Jaime Jaquez layup. Terry Rozier makes his 3-pointer. Butler with the 2-point shot, and Butler makes a dunk there to tie the game up. Plus the and one. And Philadelphia could not make the shot in, as third quarter score would be 88-87. Good finish in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, Butler with the layup. Good. Kevin Love, I thought he was playing terrific basketball with all the rebounds, all the effort that Kevin Love's putting in. He got the hook shot in. He makes a 3-pointer. Maxey makes his 3-pointer. Cameron Payne with a 3-pointer to have that happen. Alley-oop layup from Kevin Love to Jimmy Butler. That crazy shot made, right? Kevin Love with the 2-point shot. Awesome. Then Philadelphia commits a foul. They challenged it. It was unsuccessful. I mean, that was clearly a foul by Cameron Payne. You kidding me? He slapped Jaime Jaquez right there. Clearly. Bad challenge there by Nick Nurse there as well. Jaquez only made 1 of 2. Same with Paul Reed. It's 100-94. Butler with those 2 free throws. With 6 minutes 28 seconds left, we have a good margin. We're up by 8 at this point. And the wrong freaking time happened, where the Heat went ice cold for the rest of the game. Since then, Philadelphia goes on a run, and they eventually take the lead with Kelly Oubre, KJ Martin. And the Heat were not able to make anything. That's until Terry Rozier makes this 3-pointer with 45 seconds left of the game. Keep in mind, when they scored 102 points with Jimmy Butler's free throws, there was 6 minutes and 28 seconds left. So they didn't score for 5.5 minutes. Horrible. Just horrible offense. And meanwhile, you allowed Tyrese Maxey, Kelly Oubre to make this comeback. and KJ Martin. Joel Embiid was not a huge factor in this. Then what do you call it? Maxey misses a jump shot, 3-pointer. Heisen misses rebounds. Rozier had a basketball. He was being double teamed. I thought he should have called a timeout there. But he passed it to Jimmy Butler. He got hurt. Butler tried to make this 3-pointer, and he just couldn't do it. Highsmith with the rebounds of their own, but the ball was turned over. I mean, there was a lot of chances where the referee could have just blown a whistle, and for both sides too. I'm not saying referees were big. Were the reasons why. They're clearly not. The real big fault is our Miami's offense. Our offense just went dead asleep, especially in the fourth quarter, when they had all the time in the world to make that comeback. And when they did make that comeback with 8-point advantage, they just went dead asleep and they let Philadelphia come back. Tyrese Maxey makes both free throws, and that's it. 109-105 is the final score, and that is just a absolutely painful loss to the Miami Heat. They had that advantage when they did in the fourth quarter, and they beat themselves by not scoring and not able to drill any shots in. Typical fourth quarter collapse. It's embarrassing. They did the Marlins. I'm sorry, they did the Marlins. And when the game is as big as this one is, where we need to win this game to get up more, because Indiana Pacers lost against Brooklyn. That was a shocking loss. So we want to take advantage of it, and of course we did not. As a result, the regular season series has been split to 2, as it is an honors even 2-2 series in the regular season. The team stats, Philadelphia clearly had better offensive percentage, with field goal percentage better, 3-point percentage is better. The Miami Heat had better free throw percentage. We have more rebounds than they do, which is incredible because they had Joel Embiid making those rebounds. Really, the big rebounder is Kevin Love tonight. They had more assists than we do. They had more steals than we do. They had more blocks than we do. The defense was more significant than ourselves. And their large lead was 16, which was, the 17-2 thing. And our large lead was 8, in which, of course, we had to blow that one in the fourth quarter, did we? So, all right, I'm done. I'm going to bed. It's been a long day. Tomorrow, I believe we just have one game. And, of course, you got the Hurricanes baseball, but I don't recap those. So, in professional life, we got one game tomorrow. Great. But guess what? 4 games on freaking Saturday. Great. So we got just the one tomorrow. It's the Miami Heat going to Houston to play the Rockets. Let's see what happens in that one. So that's gonna do it for this one, folks. If you have enjoyed this video, not the game. I thought we should have had that one. It was a heartbreaker. We should have won this game and we just didn't do it. So, before I go, early this morning, we were in sixth place in the Eastern Conference. That was because Indiana lost to Brooklyn, like I said earlier. But with that loss, we were in 6th place. If we would have won this game, we would have been 6th place solely for a lot longer. But because of this loss, we're still in 7th place. But Philadelphia has a higher chance of passing us sooner if we don't win these games. I'm telling you right now. So that's going to do it for this one, folks. If you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe our content, because Miami TV has it back. I want you guys to hit me right there with the fairest name you deserve. It's Miami TV sign out, folks. Good night, everybody.